and opportunity come together to safeguard your data and empower your future. Visit gotbackup.com today to sign up and start securing your digital life.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of Got Backup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not gonna lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power, every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect of security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid, a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
My phone again. But I have the perfect solution thanks to my friend Julia.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I don't know where you are joining us from, but it's evening here in Ghana, Accra, and I believe West Africa as well. So You are welcome. My name is Calvin, and this evening, we will be discussing something of immense value and great benefits. So I want you to stick and stay with us, with me, and I believe you will be glad you did. Um, you will, whoever invited you, you probably will be grateful to that person. You will say thank you to them. I want you to put in the chat room right now your name and who invited you. Before I kick off with this award-winning video. This video, when it comes, leave everything you're doing and pay absolute attention to it. It's only 1 minute, and that is going to kick us started. So put into the chat room right now where your name first and where you are joining us from. And if you were invited by someone, just put, I was invited by Calvin. And then we can go. So I give you 1 minute for that. Please do it now. Everyone on this call, if you are on probably, and we also have our YouTube channel running now. I think I will drop that link on the platform. You can share the link. As you're on this platform, still share it with some friends. Get them, say, I'm sending you something. I want you to join this call right away. So if a partner is listening and you have access to the link, kindly drop the YouTube link into our Zoom chat room, and it can be shared. Share it with friends and let them join us right now. Okay? Shall we get started? Are you ready for my award-winning video? All right, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this. This will whip up something in you and let you know we are out for serious business. This is one opportunity you don't want to pass you by, and you should be grateful you are on this call tonight. Okay, so here we go.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, Got Backup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together. Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, Got Backup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together. Welcome to the digital age.
Great. Welcome to the digital age where data is the new oil. Partner with an industry leader, and let's make impact. So once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. Big welcome to you. I know I have my countrymen and women from Liberia. I have my colleagues, friends from Ghana, and some from Nigeria. I have people on the call from DRC. I want to say welcome to all of you. And if I haven't called you, maybe you are from outside the continent, I want to say you are welcome. Okay, so let's go straight into business, shall we? Let me share my slides. Okay. So this evening you were invited by someone, a friend, a colleague, a relative. And I don't know what to tell you, but the question I'm asking is, why are you here? Okay, you are here because you were invited by someone. Yeah, but that's not the question. Why were you invited by someone? Because today could be a turning point for someone depending on what action you took. It was the turning point and a big change in the lives of two people. And we know this story. But let me remind you, over approximately 20 years ago, there was this young boy who had a great dream, who had a great idea. He was, in his second year at Harvard, one of the world's most prestigious university. And a great idea came, and he invited five of his friends, five came. And he shared the idea with them. And they, three of them said, this sounds good, but nah, not I don't think I want to partner this project. The other two seem to have seen the future in the eyes of the dreamer, okay, or of that visionary person, and they said, this sounds good, Mark, we are with you with this project. Let's fast forward. At that time, that project, when they got started on the university campus, it was just for the university. And that project was called Faces in the Book. Then it went to other universities. It went to several universities around the US, then outside the US. Fast forward, guys. Today is not those three guys on that project. It's over 3.5 billion people. And that is Facebook. That's how we started it. It was an idea. It was an invitation, very important invitation I was giving to five people. But guess what? Three of them lost out being a millionaire, a billionaire. Today, two of the others that stayed with Mark Zuckerberg, they're billionaires with him. So today you have an opportunity as well. Someone have an opportunity to see a life-changing project, a life-changing concept that is making headways, that is changing, affecting, and making impact. All right. So we will be sharing two dreams today. I'll start first with your digital dream, and then be asking, what is my digital dream? Many people lose their digital dream. All right. Because of incidences, accidents, and what have you. Now, let me give you this scenario. This is a true story, right? There was a couple that hired a camera company, a video company to cover their not anniversary, their wedding. All right, to cover 3 days of all the activities, all the excitement, all the makeup, the bridal, getting together, everything for 3 days. And after the ceremony, they were expecting to get their product, either the videos, the album, and you know that package that comes after everything. Guess what? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks passed, they couldn't get anything, only to find out the company said, oh, sorry, we lost the hard drive on which we have all your stuff, your videos, your pictures. If you were the one, what will you do? Yes, they were devastated and they never got anything. All right. And that was a dream that died. All right. A digital dream like that for both for both the client and the guys that had the job. All right. They let their client, their customer down big time. What will you do? Go back and do another wedding? No, you've lost it. The people who have lost great information, precious documents, data, and data here we're talking about not internet data, but volume of documents, your files, your videos, your pictures, your images, and all of that. Okay, where you're saving them. That is your digital dream we're talking about, and more. We also will be touching something very important on this project, to who? Everyone, because it talks about our financial dream. And who doesn't need money on this call right now? Everybody does. So it's very important. Digital dream and your financial dream we're going to be looking at. But it's become concerning. All right. Today, we are going to be unveiling, what is the new oil. All right. And we're going to be breaking down a few things today and exposing some of you to something you've never heard before, you never knew existed. Okay. And don't just listen to it, act on what you're going to be hearing. Now, we are in an era where data is generated at a phenomenal rate, unprecedented, in fact. All right. On what is social media, is online transaction now. You can sit in the comfort of your home and do your banking and do everything. And the same rate as which is being produced is become worrying because people are losing their data. And that is where the innovation and the fast thinking of these visionary guys, the GVO company, Global Virtual Opportunities. Oh, goodness. Let me see. Okay, yes. I thought I saw my microphone of the other one blocked. Okay, I'm unmuted. Good. So the Global Virtual Opportunities are the guys behind this project you will be hearing. God Backup. See here? God Backup. All right. God Backup is project. You will be hearing a lot of it today, but the guys behind it are the guys on your screen, GVO. This company started in Canada about over 2 decades ago. All right. They are into internet marketing, data backup, company. And 10 years into the establishment in Canada, they moved to the US, where they are situated as we speak on a 10,000 square foot. That's where the data center is. Some of you saw it in the video that was played. That the CEO of the tour of the company gave a tour of the facility, and you saw the server room. All right, probably for the first time. So let's explore two massive trends that this project is leveraging on. The first trend has to do with the proliferation of smart gadgets, which you are all aware of, very, very much aware of, of the smartphones, of smart gadgets around the world. But look at the stats. From 2020 to 2021, smartphone grew, or smart devices grew by 1 billion from 2020 to 2021. 1 billion. But it's projected to go up over 4 billion by 2025, this year. Unbelievable. I mean, you see the growth of that is because of how data is being produced. Okay, the usage of the smart gadgets now, people are into data or content creation, and everybody wants to be to follow what's happening, follow the trend, and all of that. So these are interesting statistics. But let's go on. We use the phone, our phones, our laptop, the iPad, tablets. It has replaced many things in our lives. It's made life easier for people. Let's be honest, okay? But we rely on it. It's an addiction for many, because we do banking, we do hospital, it's replaced so many things, including our alarm clock. When you leave your phone at home and go out, you are uneasy. This stat says almost 90% of people. This stat also says over 50% of people who drive use their phone when they are driving. In fact, I would say 90%, if not 95% of people use their phone whilst driving. Who doesn't in this day and age? They either pay attention to it when it rings, make a call, receive a call, send a message, whatever. We're bad, but we all do that. One interesting stat: 73% of people use their phone in a toilet. That's what the stat says. And true, I'm part of that stat. Really? I believe you are too. Now, that is the reliance of cell phones. And guess what? We are in trouble because more content get lost because people create content a lot, so people lose content a lot. What does this stat say? This stat says about 45% of cell phone users by accident damage their phone and data is lost. Okay, almost 6,000 screens get cracked every hour. 43 seconds, every 43 seconds, somewhere in the world, a cell phone or a mobile phone gets stolen. And you know what? When those things happen, what happens? Data loss happens. And it's concerning, and people are looking for solutions. Now, where do they go? There are some guys that are providing the solution as we speak. Some people do not know that there is solution. They still think the best place to keep their phone, their data is on their computer, on their laptop, on external drive. It's not bad, but that's temporal. Solution, guys, you could lose it. You could lose it in a snap, and your whole life is upside down. All right, your place could be burglarized and computer taken away. All right, someone could steal them. There could be fire. So you don't take the risk if you have very important files. What if you are a business owner here and you are a serious business owner? Guys, you need to take precaution. Now, there are people who have how they call it, camera video coverage, not video coverage, CCTV coverage on their facility. Now, you know this, or note this: CCTV coverage takes a lot of data, takes a lot of space. So in a conversation with someone some time ago, weeks ago, when I was engaging them, a business, they say, yeah, we have our establishment, We have a lot of CCTV, cameras, and it takes a lot of footages and stuff like that. But the challenge we have is that every 2 weeks we have to select, okay, we will clear this and delete this, Why? Because there is no space. Now, you don't want to do that. What is the purpose of keeping the CCTV? It's because you want to be able to keep, be secure, keep track. Now, what if you have to go back to something you have deleted? It's gone. It loses its essence, its importance, okay? Its usage, the purpose, its purpose. So don't do that. Now, get your stuff up in the cloud, okay? You can access it from any part of the world. And these guys you see on the screens are the ones that have been doing it for decades. The Google, the Dropbox, the OneDrive, the iDrive, iCloud, and what have you. But guess what? There's a new kid on the block, and it's called Got Backup. So folks from all of those places, those guys you see on the left side, they are moving to the right. Why? Because of what Got Backup is providing. Unbeatable value Got Backup is giving. Look on your screen. You have, let's do a quick, there may be some variations in the price right now, upward, all right? But let's use what we have. iCloud, for example, doesn't have a 6 terabyte standard package, but let's say they have 2. So multiply that by 3, you'll get 6 terabyte. You know how much that costs? $360 per year for 6 terabyte of cloud space where you can save your stuff, where you can put all your pictures, your videos, your everything on. For 6 users, it's $360 per annum. Dropbox is giving that 6 terabyte for 3 users for $660 USD per annum. Google Drive is giving 5 terabyte of space for 1 user. You know how much it's going for? $216, okay? And look at what Got Backup is giving. Unbeatable value. 6 terabyte of cloud space, up to 6 users, multiple operating systems, unlimited devices. Now, multiple operating system, I say, because iCloud is giving you only 1 operating system, and it is what? Is Apple. Unless you're using Apple. If you're not using Apple, sorry, you cannot use iCloud. If you're banana, no way, it wouldn't work. Oranges, no, it's only for Apple's guys. But guess what? Got Backup takes everything, all the varieties. The Windows operating system, Android operating system, iCloud, Linux. It works with Got Backup. All right, unbelievable. You know how much that is going for? $720? No, $100 per annum. All of that you're getting. 6 terabyte of cloud space, up to 6 users, multiple operating systems, unlimited devices you get for $100 per annum. Unbelievable value for money. All right. Compared to people giving you 1 account versus 6 account. Now, 2 terabyte versus 6 terabyte. 1 operating system versus multiple operating system, guys. You would think upon giving all of that, man, these guys may have compromised on security. If you were on this call much earlier, you saw the tour of the server room. Did Got Backup compromise on security? No. Got Backup is using the highest security standard you can have in the world. And what is that? It's called the military grade, 256-bit encryption. Now, what a lot of people conversant with or very popular in what is very popular is a 128-bit encryption. It also has not been hacked, have not been tampered with ever yet. Okay, so these guys, the top players, have gone a notch higher. They say we're not going to stick with 128. We're going to go to 256, and Got Backup is playing in that league where the Google Drive, the iCloud, that's where God Backup is played. And guess what? God Backup is PCI compliant, meaning your debit card, credit card transaction safe with them. God Backup is the only cloud storage service that gives you 30-day money back. No other does. No other does. Now, what is 30-day money back? Now, maybe you bought the God Backup package. You're like, this is incredible. 1 week later, your brother came and said, wow, I bought 20 terabyte and of space, got back. He said, oh no, I just bought 6 terabytes. I said, no. I'll give you 5 terabyte of my space. And God Backup say, yeah, you can activate the 30-day money back clause and we can give you back your money. No other cloud does that, service does that. Unbelievable. But on top of that, God Backup has added to its marketing system, right? Bulk emailing, automated emailing, and personalizing. And now, what is bulk emailing? You can send one email, can compose one email, and it can go up to about 10, 20,000 recipients at a go. Unbelievable. All right. It makes your business, your marketing, your follow-ups, and the number of things easier. Guess what? It can personalize the email too. Not just send it, to these people, but it can address everyone. It can address people. Like say, it could, let me look at some of the names here. It could say, hi, Ben, hi, Christine, hi, Divine, hi, Eddie, hi, MM, hi, Manuel, and so on. Personalized system. This is a system that big companies pay a lot of money for. All right, but this is embedded in your God Backup to as one of the tools for marketing. Guys, never lose your digital dream. All right, let it live on, because you want to, today you are deciding, I'm not going to lose my dream any longer, because God Backup has your back. All right, and you didn't know before, or many reasons, but let me just, 2 reasons why people don't go there or lose their digital dream. One, people don't know. That's why we are there. That's why God Backup, we'll come to that shortly, but that's why we are informing the world that, guys, don't lose it. There are better ways. There are other ways. All right. The other reason is some people think it's expensive, and is cloud expensive? Cloud service expensive? Yes, it is. All right. But compared to the rest, come on, God Backup gives you unbeatable value. All right. So don't lose it. God Backup does 98% of the job for you. Just do the rest. Now, more importantly, let's go to how fast this project has been running. All right. This project started 2023. All right. 2023, April 2023. Now, don't get confused. GVO, the mother of the project, was established over 2 decades. You saw that since 1997. All right, but that's not what we're talking about. Then God Backup wasn't born, but God Backup was born in April 2023. Now, when this project was born, Ghana got on this project in 2023, July. That means the project was 3 months old, right? And you will be thinking, a 3 months old project, and I get on it, I will be the first 10, 20, maybe 25. But guess what? Ghana was, when Ghana got on the project, they got on as country number 82. That means 81 countries in the world have already started. Just 3 months. Unbelievable. I mean, what moves like that? All right. Liberia, when I heard about this project, so Liberian folks, if you're on this call, don't joke with this project. Don't play with it, all right? Because this project going to change lives in the next few years, okay? When I got on this project, in October of 2020, sorry, last year, I thought about a few folks back home. I say, hey, there is this thing. You guys need to have a look at it. And a friend, very good family friend, we spoke to her and a few others, and she's like, yeah, I want to get started, Calvin. How can I get started? Now, when she got on this project, Liberia got on the map of God Backup. And as country number what? 144. Yeah, 144, but it didn't stop there. The latest country to start to get on board the God Backup project is Honduras. Honduras, all right? And Honduras is country number 157. Put this into context. The total number of countries we have in the world is about 195, 196, I think. All right? 195. Let's take it as 195. Out of 195, God Backup in 2 years. 2 years? 2 years has already gone into 157. Unbelievable. That's how fast the project is moving. And why? Because of its unbeatable value and the system for which they have adopted this. They say, we want to impact the word, guys. All right. And but we don't want to do it the traditional way. We want to get the people who patronize our service. We want to get the user of our service, the subscribers of our service to impact the word. And guess what? We will pay them big. We will share our commission and our profit with them. I'm like, what? Really? The first time I heard what these guys are giving, I was blown away. But we'll come there. But let's look at something very crucial to this project. All right. And what is this? This space. Take your attention from everything else. Concentrate on your screen right now. You see what you're looking at? You are looking at the cloud service market. That's the space. This is the value of the cloud service market. That's how big it is. And this is in billions of USD. Billions, all right? From 2022, take a critical look. 2022, the value of the cloud service market was 90 billion US dollars. 90 billion, all right? Fast forward, last year, it grew by 50 billion. 50 from 2022. This year is expected, when I say 50, it became 134 billion. That was the worth of it. This year is expected to go up to 165 billion. Some say it's going to even go beyond that. But let's use 165 billion. This is unbelievable. But what is mind-blowing, guys, is what? You saw that video that talked about data is the new oil, right? Look at what is happening from 2025 to 2030, the next 5 years, guys. Data storage, cloud storage market is going to be value. Almost $500 billion US dollars, almost 500 billion is going to be. That's $500 billion. Guys, this is big. Now, many people are like, okay, what does this mean? Oh, I can see figures, but let me break it down. Let me see how best I can help to break this down for you. Because yeah, if you're not in the space, it's difficult to understand. You can see the trajectory of the upward, growth, but you can't understand it. But let me break it down to something that you could relate to. You know what charcoal is? In Liberia, we call it fire coal. All right, we use it for cooking and some other stuff, right? If you were told, okay, expert comes to you and say, Christy, who are those on this call? A number of our friends on this call, Martin, Eddie, all right, Evans, and say, charcoal, fire coal, the value of it is going up. In the next 1 year, one bag of fire coal, the big sack, is going to be valued at $100. Okay, $100 approximately. It's sold for about $10. Okay, in most places, averagely $10. But it's going to be sold next year for about $100. In the next 5 years, a bag of charcoal is going to be valued at $500 per bag. My question to you is, pay attention to this. With that understanding, that background, or getting that information, what will you do with the information you have been given right now? Yeah. I can hear your thought, many of you, because I have gotten that response from so many. I'm going to go into a charcoal business. I'm going to go into, I'm going to open a charcoal factory. I'm going to open a warehouse and all of that. Some say I'll even start planting trees because you know how you produce firecoal or charcoal, right? Exactly. And why will you do that? Because you know you are going to cash out the value because of the trend where it's going. Now, replace charcoal now with the cloud storage. Do you understand? Now, still difficult because how can I invest in a cloud storage? Yeah, it's expensive. It's billions, it's millions. But guess what? God backup. The project we're talking about allows us ordinary people to tap into this, to become, to take advantage of this trend, upward trajectory we're looking at, and build our financial future. This trillion of dollars we're talking about, you can be a part of it by becoming a part of the God Backup project and take advantage of the God Backup business. Okay. So it would give you a new stream of income for sure. You can call it supplemental income, extra income, additional income, residual income, passive, however you want to call it. But this surely brings in a new stream of income. And this is a second trend we're looking at here. All right. The first trend was the other one. The other one is the second trend is how you can. Every year we come up with resolutions. We want to do things. And one of the things we have in our resolutions most of the time is what? Is making extra money, making extra income. And some people have been doing this for many years. The end still not meeting. But guys, if you stick to what you're about to see, or you first get started, with it and stick to it, trust me, from what we're looking at, life's going to be transformed in the next few years. This industry is going to produce millionaires. Okay. God Backup is the only cloud storage that pays you. Simple system it has. Now let's go through it. How do you get started? You get started simply just by becoming a subscriber. What do you need to become a subscriber? Just pay $100 and get the 6 terabyte of cloud space. 6 terabyte of cloud space. Remember that. You can use it for up to 6 users. You can use it for multiple operating systems and unlimited devices. Unlimited devices you can back up. All right. Now to be on the project, is $20 per annum. Now the annual for the package for the 6 terabyte is $100 per annum. 99.97 is $100 approximately. So let's call it $100. Okay, then that's per year. Okay, and you get that space and back up all your stuff on it. That's 6 terabyte. 6 terabyte. People are like, what is 6 terabyte? 6 terabyte is 6,000 gigabytes. That's a lot of space. Okay. But you want to be on a project as well. You want to make money. So $20 is your project subscription for the year. So what is the total? $120. That's it. Can you believe it? $120 can make someone a millionaire. Yeah, in God Backup, that's possible. And you will see how that can be in the next few years. Not instant, but gradual, gradually that can happen. Eventually that can happen. So I hope you are clear. How much do you need? $120. That's what it needs. That's what it takes. Now, what do you get? You will get 6 terabyte of cloud service, space in the cloud from God Backup. So you don't just pay the money and nothing. No, you get a service. Remember this, okay? If you pay that money to anyone and you don't get a service for it, request for your money. The person is ripping you off, is stealing from you. But if it's got backup, you definitely will get your 6 terabyte of cloud space. Now, if you're a much bigger company, like 6 terabyte of cloud space is too small for me, you can always get more. But we have something much bigger. We have 20 terabyte. We'll talk about it a little later, okay? But you're clear on how to get started right now. Just become a subscriber. That's it. And be an active one. Now, what do you get? God Backup pays you 7 different commissions or bonuses, okay? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll talk about the first one. It's called Customer Acquisition Bonus, CAB for short. What is CAB? This is the contract. God Backup says, if you become a reseller or you get on a project by paying the $20 added to your subscription fee for the year, if it's 6 terabyte, 120. Now, if anyone acquire the subscription or the service of God Backup through you, all right, we will split the cost with you of the product. How much is the cost of the product? $100, the 6 terabyte. You split it with me. How much? 30, 40? 30, 70? No, 50, 50. You get $50 each time that happens. God Backup says we want our subscribers to enjoy the benefit with us. Okay, go out there and tell the world, because people are losing data. People need option. Now, God Backup provides that option for people. Okay, so God Backup says customer acquisition bonus. If God Backup acquires a customer through you, you will get that bonus, that commission, and that's 50% of the cost of the annual package, which is $50. So if you do 10 in a day, you get 10 times 50, $500 in a day. What if you do 10 in a month? 10 in a month, $500 in a month. All right, you do 5 in 1 week, $250 in 1 week. Whatever you do, there is no limit on the number you can get of people you can get to acquire for God Backup service. Okay, no limits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 in a day, 100 in a month is left with you. Okay, so that the ceiling, you can go. There's no ceiling there. Now you get 25% if it happens to be an enterprise solution. Enterprise solution, for example, is the 20 terabyte of cloud space. How much is that? $2,500 a year? No. $1,500 a year? No. Enterprise solution is 20 terabyte of space for up to 20 users. You know how much is that? $620. Or let's call it $600. The $20 is the affiliate fee, okay? The reseller fee. But let's keep it at 600. Now, how much is 600? How much is 25% of 600? $150. So if you get a company, a business, whatever it is, to buy this for them because they need it, 20 terabyte of cloud space, they can back up everything they have, all right, and be safe. When you market that, when you get people to get that, you get 25% of 600. That's $150. $150 times 10. That's $1,500. Okay, and that is the customer acquisition bonus. But guess what? You don't, that's not all. You get paid 6 other commissions at different times, okay? Not at once, not automatic, but when they is available for you to earn. Now let's go through them very shortly. The one I would want to share mainly, okay, you see here you have cycle commissions, which is tier 1, tier 2. You have generations. You have DC, which is dynamic compression commission bonus. Then you have cycle match bonus, okay? Then you have rank pool. Then you have leadership. But I want to touch on cycle match. This one, where you have the 25%, 50%, 100%. All right, that one. That one says, whoever that comes to God Backup through you, okay, are your direct referrals, right? Are the people you brought in. Maybe, let's say, and who benefits from the cycle match commission or bonus is Sapphire. Okay, you can see here the blue here. The first column there is rank, and you see copper, silver, gold, platinum, sapphire, emerald, ruby, diamond, blah 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 blah, right? And you can go up the rank. Now, how do you do that? I'll come back to the commission, but this is it. It's just simple. You get the first personally enrolled person, you are bronze. You get 2 people, you are copper. If any of your 2 becomes a copper, you are silver, and so on. Then gold, when you have 25 people, all right, in your team, you are, and a few other qualifications, you need to meet, and you are gold, and then platinum, sapphire, and blah blah blah. But it's clearly stated what you need to do. Okay, but let's look at, so first of all, you have to be a sapphire. Now on this project, I'm a sapphire. 6 months in a project, I became a sapphire, and I qualified to become. I did what was required for sapphire, and I became a sapphire. Sapphire, let's say, for you, it didn't take you 6 months. It didn't take you 1 year. It took you 3 years to become sapphire. You're so slow. Let's say you're doing other things, and stuff like that. Now, mind you, I wasn't the fastest to become sapphire. I mean, not necessarily become sapphire or the fastest in the. No. Guess what? There was someone who became a black diamond. Sorry, a diamond. All right, a diamond in 43 days. I became sapphire in 6 months. See the gap? So come on, it can happen for anyone. But let's say you're so slow. I want to show you the projection and show you how powerful this is. How powerful this is. So 3 years, it took you to become a sapphire. In 3 years, let's say every year you brought in 10 people. So you have 30. Now, 10 people a year to come to God Backup, that's too low. I got 11 people in 1 week because the project is good. Get people, let people know about it. But let's say, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. 3 years, 30 people directly. Now, not the people that they brought in, you may have 200, 300 people, but I'm talking about the people you brought in directly that came to the project directly through you. God Backup says, whatever they earn, okay, in a month, God Backup, what if it has to do with your cycle commission, because you earn from people, not just what you brought, but the people they brought. So whatever those people made from cycle commissions, guess what? God Backup says, if you are a sapphire, you will start earning 25%. You start earning it, and your payment, your commission will be 25%. So let me put some figures on it. Let's say 10 people out of your 30 are earning $1,000 a month. Let's say it could be less or it could be more, but let's use 1,000. It's easy for my calculation, right? Just understand, this is a projection. All right, so if 10 people are earning $1,000 a month, How much is 25% of $1,000? $250. $250 times 10, how much is that? $2,500. That's what you would earn as your cycle match commission for that month. What if it's less? Then you will earn less. What if it's more? You will earn more. Now let's go to Emerald. If you were Emerald, what will happen? You make 50%. That means the 10 people that's earning $1,000, 50% of 1,000, that's $500. 500 times 10, that's $5,000, guys. That will be your commission you will be earning for that month. And are there people on the project that make that kind of money? Yes. There are people in this project that make 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I have seen even 7,000. Someone who made 7,000 on this project, a project that is only 2 years old. All right. Now, what if you were a diamond? Guess what? You make 100% of what those people you brought in directly will be earning on cycle commission. And if it was 1,000, which is our figure, 1,000 times 10, that's $10,000. This is unbelievable, guys. And this is the potential of this project we're talking about. It is young at this point, right? But it's big. Now you'd be like, what is the viability? What is the life of this? You saw the trend, right? The cloud services is going. It's not going back. I mean, it's going to get better. What is the user base, the user of, let's say, iCloud? About 1 billion. What about Dropbox? Dropbox is almost 800 million. And that's over time. That's over decades, all right? Got backup is only 2 years. Now, can you imagine this project is only 2 years old, has not crossed 100,000 subscribers, but people on the project already making $3, $4, $5, $6, $7,000 a month. Some even more. Still under 100,000 subscribers worldwide. What if Got Backup hits their first milestone of 1 million subscribers? You know how much people will be earning on this project? I leave that to your imagination, right? So guys, this is what we are talking about. This is not a child's play. This is a life-changing project. If you just want to back up your digital life, no problem. Just get it and make sure you and your family, business, safe. You always have your stuff in the cloud and you are safe. But don't stop there. Impact the world. Leave a legacy. Because if you do this project for the next 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, boy, your life cannot be the same. All right? And remember the invitation that Mark Zuckerberg gave his friends. All right? Don't live with the regrets of the the 3 guys that told Mark Zuckerberg, we don't believe it sounds good, but is it not enough, all right, to, make us to join you? See the belief in the eyes, in the mind of the people that are telling you about this project. If you don't believe any of them, believe the statistics, the trend, all right? It will not change. It's only going to get better. So guys, that is the, let me wind up with this. Personally, you get some support. Once you get started on the project, you get a personalized link. You can use it to get people, to acquire Got Backup service from any part of the world. You will just send your link to them. Now, if somebody wants to get started on this thing right now, just call the person who invited you, say, I need to get started. The person will have to send you their link, which you click on it, and it can help you make your purchase. Okay. And once you sign up, you will have yours. That's the personalized referral link. You can have people in different parts of the world. I got people in about seven countries around the world sign up on this project. I haven't been there except one of them since I started the project. Okay. You have your virtual office, you have the marketing tools we talk about, you have personalized tools. I'll talk about one of them very shortly. You have your regular presentations happening. So how do you tell people? I'm not an expert, I haven't understood. Just invite them to some of our presentations online. If you are away in person, we have in Ghana here. You can also take advantage of the in-person presentation. We have team trainings. All right, it's important if you want to take this industry serious and take this career serious. You will need to be trained. You will have all the support, personalized development you get, unbelievable community networking and partnerships, unbelievable. This is one of the tools. It's called the autopilot system, and is a tool. And what do you do with tool? Tool helps you make your work easy, but you don't just sit down and drop the tool and say, you have a hammer. You know hammer, right? Hammer is a tool. The hammer is lying down. You say, hammer, I want you to nail this chair for me. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to take the hammer and strike the nail on the head with the hammer. All right? The hammer makes your life easy. Because without the hammer, it's difficult to push the nail in, right? But the nail the hammer makes it easy. The autopilot is one of the tools you can use. You can send as a link. If you're on this project, make sure you have an autopilot link because it makes your work easy. Send it to after speaking to some of the people, send them that autopilot link. They click on it, and there are videos and illustrations that can help them understand the project and talk for you on the project. And they say, oh, I like it. I want to get signed up. And they click on the link. Voila. You get paid. And that is the autopilot link. All right. So for summary, you get the best cloud backup you can have service. You can have the personalized marketing system, personalized AI tool. We talk about unlimited devices, high security. As you know, we have file editing. I mean, there wasn't time to talk about, but this is incredible stuff. That feature, file editing, unbelievable feature. You can ask the one who invited you to see how, you know a little bit about that if you want to. Speak to to type document. It's all part of the collaborate and share feature. Okay, mentorship is there, and personal development. This is just an overview. And how much do you need? Remember this: $120. And if you're in Ghana, guess what? When I started this project in Ghana, in CD equivalent, I paid approximately 2,000 CDs. Okay, to get started on this project. Today, guess what? Because of the exchange rate, it is 1,300 plus, under 1,400 Ghana cedis. Unbelievable. This is the best time to get started in your project. All right. Do I regret it? No. I've made several times more than that. So I didn't regret it. My benefit is I started earlier, even though I paid more. You starting now, you pay less, but doesn't matter. You can still make money from this, guys. This is a service everybody needs and a project everyone can afford. Don't waste this. Don't throw this opportunity away. You can ask your questions. I'm going to open up these are some people who have made some significant impact on the project and have gone up the ranks. Okay. The guy at the top, extreme left top, that's the guy. He's black diamond on this project. Black diamond. Sorry, he's double diamond on the project. I mean, he's a black diamond material, yeah. But he's double diamond on the project. And that is the guy that brought the project to Ghana. You can even say almost Africa, okay? Because he has a big team, maybe the biggest, one of the biggest teams in Africa or West Africa, okay? He's a lecturer and he's a professor in AI, and that's his space. So when he saw this, he didn't joke with it like, hey, this has a big, big future. And he told some of his students who he was lecturing at the time. He was taking care of a business a course that, you know, in he had some of his MBA students. He said, guys, look at this. And many of them, you know, saw it and, you know, got on board the project. Today, they're glad they did. Okay. And on the extreme, the bottom left is our blue diamond. Okay. He's a Canadian and he's the only blue diamond in the world. These guys, he and his wife, these people they are 6-digit, you know, earners on this project. 6 digits. Think about 6 digits. Okay. Already on this project. All right. Amazing people. And we have some other leaders there. Our team leader here is Dr. Dorothy. And you probably can see me somewhere there, Sapphire and some others. Yeah, guys. So this is it. This is the project. Thank you so much for your time. And at this time, I will want to take some questions if there are any. But let me first make sure you are able to unmute and speak. Please go ahead. If you have a question, you may unmute and ask. We just have 1 minute for that. So please, if you have a question, just unmute yourself and ask your question. Just go ahead with it. And if there are no questions, I want you to go straight back to the people who invited you. If they send you the link online, send them a message back and say, thank you for showing me this. That is if you're grateful. If you're not, no problem. But don't just thank them. Ask them, how do I get started on the project right away? This is the future, guys. And I'm going to play that video again. Data is the new oil. I don't see any questions. No one has. All right. Thanks, Calvin. All right. So no problem. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much. Let me play that video just in case you missed it. The new oil. You need to partner with this. All right, first I need to stop this. Okay. And so let's close with this. Have a good evening and see you on the next call. Don't forget, get in touch with the person who invited you right away after this call. Thank you. God bless.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, Got Backup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage